What's up, Warriors? Welcome back to some more Evolution of the Warrior with Shang Xiang. We are here at last at Dynasty Warrior 6, and we are actually going to be playing on Dynasty Warrior 6 Empires, mainly because, one, I prefer this one more than the base game, but the main reason why is because we are able to use her full Renbu right off the bat, because unlike the original base game of Dynasty Warrior 6, you don't have to work up for it in this one. All you have to do is just level up your weapon all the way to level 10, I think it is, and then you get the infinite Renbu right off the bat, and you don't have to worry about it. So that's basically what I did. I mentioned it in a Dynasty Warrior 6 Empires video that we did prior, that I would probably just stop here for doing Evolution of the Warriors for Dynasty Warrior 6. So that's basically what I'm probably going to be doing from now on, is just trying to get people's weapons leveled up in this game, so we have them ready for... I just gotta make sure that, anyone said any... Oh, he disappeared. Oh, that's bad. I don't know. Where did he begin? I should probably just head to my supply base at this rate, because I don't know where this Sun Li was, unless he was someone... Oh no! Where is my supply base? Supply base is over there, okay. He's not there already. I imagine none of these generics actually have a horse, so I imagine this man's gotta trudge a little bit. Oh, there he is. Problem solved. Found him. And he's dead. So, as you can clearly see here, Shang Xiang has went through drastic changes in this game. Doesn't stay the same after like 6, 7, 8, and 9. She actually ends up getting her old weapon back, but in this one, they decided to give her a massive overhaul in terms of like looks, in terms of her weapon and everything. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the bow or anything like that, but I mean, I personally, I really do like the design of her. I think the design looks actually really cool, but I don't know, like, I know a lot of people are like, the Dynasty Warrior 6 one just doesn't work for her, and to a degree, I agree with you. It kind of feels like this could have been used for like some other kind of character instead of Shang Xiang, but nonetheless, I think overall it's a great design. And she was known to use the bow. Like, hell, they even decided to put it as Muso's in the later games. Like, I believe it's... I don't know about 7, but I know 8 and 9 she has, like, aerial Musos, which are used for her bow. So I know in that instance, yes, she does tend to use a bow. I think she calls herself, like, a bow princess or something like that. I could be wrong. But, yeah, they kind of went away with the tomboy look here, and they actually went full-blown, like just like a feminine, like, kick-ass chick. That's kind of what I see it as. Like, I personally don't really see the tomboyish in her anymore with this design, which is probably why a lot of people were like kind of like on her design. I still think the design itself is great, but it does get rid of the tomboy factor that she had like throughout the entirety of the series. So eventually they ended up catching wind of that, and they eventually went back to her tomboyish kind of haircut and everything, and they stuck with it. In my personal opinion, this game and Dynasty Warriors 9, personally, is where you see more of a feminine side to her instead of more of a tomboyish side, which is funny because, honestly, these two designs, although, like I said, I don't think this would really suit Shang Xiang. 9's does. 9's, in my opinion, 9's design definitely still suits her nonetheless, but in terms of this game, yeah, I don't think it suits her that well. Great design, just not for the right character. I don't know who I would rather see this design on. Like, I'm sure someone else could have easily rocked this design. But like I said, no disrespecting the actual design itself. The design itself, I think, is amazing. I think a lot of, like, it's funny because, like, the more lackluster games had really amazing designs for their characters and everything. I still think, to this day, like, 6 and 9 both have, like, they're the best-looking Dynasty Warriors games, and they're also, like, they have the best designs and everything. But it's funny because both of those games are like reverses of each other when you think about it, because like 6 and 9, they're basically, if you flip the names, it's basically the same number. But yeah, I personally think like both these games were kind of letdowns. I think so far the Empires game, I think, is a big improvement from like the base game of 6. But so who knows? And I know a lot of people are like, oh well, hopefully this game has 9 Empires instead. So we're actually going to have these people avoid the main camp. Actually, we're going to have Zhao Yun go over here. Zhang Liao, you can actually I mean, they're only generics. We'll have you go over there as well, and then I don't know what the hell you think you're doing, so let's have you go over there. And we'll leave Diao Chan over there, even though I'm confident we got this battle in the bag. It's on normal, but that just shows just how strong this chick really is. Like, Sun Shang Xiang with the bow back in the day was broken. Like, she was Himiko versions of broken. Get close to her, 1 or 2 shots, your health is done. You're dead, basically. I kid you not. Her damage output in this game is crazy. Granted, as well, I'm not a huge fan of the bow itself either, like, playing as it wise. Yes, it's broken and it's really good, but, like, I'm kind of not really a big fan of, like, just sitting here as a sitting duck, being open to anyone else around me. Granted, obviously, you can move around and everything like this. And her charge attacks are also kind of okay. I think the last bits of it are good, but the beginning portions of her charge attack just aren't that great. So yeah, in terms of like playability-wise, it's probably my least favorite of the Sun Shang Xiangs. But design-wise, it's one of my favorites. But playability-wise, it's not really my number 1 pick for sure. It's definitely down there at the bottom. Hip. And also her holding down Y charge, personal opinion as well, especially when you get it maxed out and you get more arrows with it. Still not 100% great. Like, people like Zhao Yun is able to just like take out anyone around him. Sun Shang Xiang basically only gets people around the front area of her, which is kind of sucky, because if you're getting surrounded by enemies, which tends to happen a lot in this game, especially when you're in those bases and everything, or when you're around lieutenants, which we're about to run into here, so maybe this will give me a good example. I'll try to show it off here, but yeah, like, going through all that with trying to get people that are surrounding you, like, sure, you can go like this, but believe it or not, people that are in between those arrows aren't gonna get hit, and it's gonna suck. Where are they going? Are they going to the main camp again? No, Zhao Yun, you must go to the supply base with me and Zheng Liao. Quit going. Why are y'all so thirsty for that main camp? Stop being so thirsty. Let's move it. Come on. Chop chop. Time's money. We got to make sure our Lady Diao Chan, who yes is the ruler of this this gameplay I'm doing right now. I actually took a break from her and started just playing with Zhao Yun alone, and it's been a blast. I just played as him as an officer of Shu, and I forget like the mercenary missions and everything, like give you like bonuses and stuff for like if you enter a base for the first time, because normally you need a card for that in order to enter a base. In order to enter your first base instead of the Blaze, you normally need like Lu Xun's one or Lu Meng's. But in mercenary missions, you don't need that, and it kind of like, and it just allows you to just do that in a, like, I think it's a fire. Obviously, it's going to be a fire mission and such. All right, so it looks like our guy over there is holding it down. I forget what is. Funny enough, I've got like, I'll say a little more than a fourth of the country already in this playthrough. And the funny thing is, still have not run into another generic to hire. I keep getting all the playable characters and everything, and I turned off my CACs for this one because, personally, when I look back at this game, I'm not really a big fan of any of my CACs, or your guys' case CAWs, Create a Warrior. I'm not really a fan of them in this one because they just don't look that great. So I just stick to normally just playing with playable characters in this game. Granted, back in the day, I was very happy with it, but now that we have Dynasty Warriors Empires, and when I look back at like older versions of my characters, or like characters that I never even thought to make again because they really weren't that great of creations, I just decided I'm going to tune them out. I'm not going to bother with them anymore. They just don't look good anymore. And honestly, I've just been plowing through the country. These people are still at level 5. Like, not my people, but like the enemy officers and everything, they're just at level 5. I've just been plowing through these guys like no tomorrow. It's insane. Like, I thought at this point, since I got like half the country, like almost like more than a fourth of the country, I thought it would be like maybe level 10 or something like that, but no, we're at half that. And we'll just have everyone charge. Diao Chan will be fine. Diao Chan will have no issues whatsoever. Uh-oh, Tiger Tank, or in this case, a Juggernaut. Hippity hip. Hippity hip. So yeah, as you can see, this one really not that great. Her charge attacks in this game aren't really that swell in my personal opinion. Like, I'm not saying the bow's bad. It's by no means bad at all. It's the most OP'd weapon, one of the most OP'd weapons in this game, if not the most. She's literally broken in this game, but she does have her downsides too. Like here, like she's just literally a sitting duck here. So if anyone ends up getting behind you, you got to try to turn around as quick as you can. Her charge attacks aren't really that great either. Her hold down the charge attack isn't that great as well. Like she's OP'd with her normal attacks, but in terms of charge attacks, she's mediocre at best for me. Like I'll still play with her. Like I'll play with her just to like screw around, hang back and let the other guys do the work. But as you guys are clearly seeing here, I'm not really hanging back. I'm kind of in the middle of it all. So I'm just trying to make sure, like, yeah, see, like, it like I said, it's a decent weapon. If you're just someone who just wants to spam X for the normal attack Renbu, yeah, it's OP. Like I'm taking all these guys out like very easily. I think the most highest level person here is either Diao Chen or Zhao Yun. Funny enough, Shang Xiang also level 5, so same level and everything, playing on normal difficulty, and we are just taking this man out like no problem at all. Normally this would take some work, even for like Zhao Yun at level 7, being 2 levels higher. Like it's that simple. In the words of Nobunaga, it's just that simple. Did my kill get Jack there, or did I get the kill? All right, I got the kill. That's good. So yeah, overall, I personally adore the design of Shang Xiang. Personally, probably would have been better on someone else, because this really does not look like Shang Xiang at all. It looks like just a completely different character. But like I said, design great, the weapon OP'd, but also mediocre at the same time. And yeah, so all in all, pretty good. Like I said, if you're just spamming X, yeah, it's OP'd. If you try to use the charge attacks and everything, she's adequate. But all in all, not bad. I'll say she's not bad, but could have been better. Probably could have just kept her regular weapons. Don't really know why they... Like, I get it, because she's like a princess of the bow or whatever the hell she calls herself, or what other people call her. But at the same time, I think it would have been cool maybe just like give her that like a cool Muso. I think that would have been cool, because with the Musos in this game, they're basically your normal attacks just being looped over and over again without the Infinity Renbu loop. But yeah, so I think if she kept her regular weapons, the chakrams, but be able to use like the bow for like a Muso or something, I think that would have been pretty cool. Then I would have said she would have been maybe more enjoyable. Then again, I don't really know 100% how the chakrams would have looked in this game. I'm trying, like, it's weird. I'm trying to like think of how they would maybe look in like Dynasty Warriors, like from Dynasty Warriors 9's perspective, and put them in Dynasty Warriors 6, because both those games have completely different combat systems. And honestly, if it came down to this, I think the chakrams probably could have worked even in this one, but at the same time, I feel like they would have been an awkward kind of weapon for Dynasty Warriors 6. So yes, I would have preferred her chakrams to come back, but at the same time, like, I mean, it's whatever. I don't think they would have looked that great, because the chakrams in Dynasty Warriors 9 aren't really that great, because you lose a lot of like combos and everything, because people tend to like morph, like just zip out of your moves and everything, and it's not that great. But all right, guys, so yeah, that is going to be the end of it here. If you all did enjoy Dynasty Warriors 6 Shang Xiang, be sure to smash the like button right now. Comment down below, what is your thoughts on this version of Shang Xiang? Do you like her? Do you dislike her? Do you like her weapon? Do you like her design? Do you think her design could have been for someone else? Let me know down in the comments. And of course, if you guys are new to the channel and you like the content that you see, be sure to hit that sub button as well. Also, side note, because I mentioned it in the Lu Ling Chi videos, I will mention it here as well. We are going to be doing a poll at this point, it's already up. If you guys want to take part in the poll for the next character for Evolution of the Warrior, I'm picking a character from Shu, Wei, Wu, Jin, and other. So I'm having all 5 of the categories in one, and I'm going to have everyone decide which character is next for Evolution of the Warrior. So be sure to do that. So with that being said, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Farewell.